Hello, people. I'm going to talk about what the Patriots need to do to defeat the Chiefs on the road this weekend. Do not laugh. Please do not laugh. I've been through enough. Do not laugh. Okay. Yes, defeat the Chiefs on the road this weekend. Now, I know that you look at our road record in the playoffs and it's like, hmm, not too likely, but I would dismiss that. You also have to look at some other factors, look at some other things. I mean, this game is going to be a good game, and I think it's going to be closer than what some people think. I think the Patriots could come on top. Biased aside from me being a Patriots fan, I do think the Patriots could come on top. Hence, could, not will, could. It's the playoffs. But um, we're going to start here. I think the Patriots, first quarter, you're gonna have to, if you win a toss, you receive the ball. You have to spread out and empty. You have to get Dorsett in there also, and you have to get him some targets on that opening drive. Hopefully, if it's possible to not even get him going early, why not? But you have to get him going, say sometime, in the first half of this game, or even the second. But hopefully, the first half he gets some targets. Three would be enough for me. And here's the thing: they have to do what they did against the Chargers last weekend. Receive the ball and go down and score. Even if it's a field goal, you have to score, keep the momentum, um, and shut up the crowd in Kansas City because they're loud. Arrowhead Stadium is not a fun place to play, and and you empty formation. One thing I was watching film against the Chiefs, and empty formation. The Chiefs defense struggles a lot against empty. And I know people will probably laugh at me like, oh, they struggle a lot against a lot of things. I know. The Chiefs defense actually played really good last week, so I gotta give them that. But that was the Colts, and the Colts don't do too good in the dome, and a lot of other factors. I really, I mean, I'm not proud of saying that. I'm just saying, if I don't, it's no telling what Josh McDaniels is gonna do. It's probably gonna be like 10 run plays on the first drive. But you have to make sure you make all these plays count, of course. And I just think we have to go empty in this first drive at some point. And play action and misdirections are going to be huge, very huge for us in this game. And luckily, New England is very, very skilled at that, especially misdirections. If you watch against the Chargers, Sony Michel on those misdirections scored 3 touchdowns, had a day. And if you don't stop the Patriots on those halfback wham plays where they put in Devlin, they pull in the fullback, it's going to be a very long day for the defense. And the Chiefs could be in trouble if they don't prepare for that. And there's really no way to prepare for some of those plays Dante Scarnecchia throws at you. He does wham in a certain way. He just whams everyone. He has a different blocking technique. He has two guards in one place, or I mean, the center and the guard on one guy, and then yeah. I mean, it's hard to explain. I wish I could like break down the video, but I'll get copyrighted. It's easier. I had video of it. I was watching film on it earlier, but Dante Scarnecchia is one of the best in the game. If not, a lot of people think he's the best offensive line coach. Not gonna get into debates about that, but he's very talented at designing run plays and having his offensive linemen block different positions and double off. I imagine that's what they're gonna do at D Ford on those halfback lambs. I'm just saying. I imagine that's what they're gonna do with D Ford and Justin Houston this weekend. Now, that aside, it's the weather in this game is gonna be ridiculous. The Patriots are looking at their coldest game since in Patriots playoff history. Now that's not fun. Good thing the Patriots are used to cold weather. But no one likes to play in cold weather. Now, if you're a Chiefs fan, I know you hate to hear that because you have to be scared because Mahomes, um, he plays in Kansas City, so he's kind of, but he did not do good in the cold last week. He was not Mahomes-esque, and this is colder than last week. I was know it was snowing last week. This is, oh my gosh, this is brutal cold. And the fourth quarter is supposed to be near 0 degrees or something like that, and it's ridiculous type weather. The fourth quarter will not be fun in this game to watch. I know that from much. Now the first 3 quarters, the fourth quarter, you'll probably see New England, peak out in the fourth quarter if they're they're not doing so good in the first three, especially because the fourth quarter they're made for that type of weather. And you know, wouldn't be surprised to see them poke their little heads out in that fourth quarter because that's just frigid weather. And I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes, lost at home in that type of weather. He's still rookie at the end of the day, and in my opinion, still his second year. So I mean his first full year as a starter, done more than most quarterbacks. We won't comment on that. Um, One thing is another thing. The Patriots have to slow down Tyreek Hill, and they have to play a little. I know it's another, but they have to play a little bit of man coverage. Now I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, hmm, I was thinking. Now the Patriots usually like the bracket receivers, but I think you have to not be afraid of Tyreek Hill this weekend. I think you have to at least shut him down as much as you can. Of course you're not going to shut down Tyreek Hill, but I think you have to shut him down as much as you can, and shut down him. Even if you shut down one or the other, and Kelsey or Hill, you have an effective game. But you shut down Tyreek Hill, you play man coverage on him for at least 50% of his snaps, and you show him you're not afraid of him. And Stephon Gilmore has been the best cornerback in the NFL this season. He's locked down a lot of number one targets, and I think it'll be an interesting matchup if you put Gilmore on him. But I imagine Gilmore would not be on him. I'm just saying, if you put him on him, he's ready for a challenge. No, um, I think the Patriots, Patriots could shut down Kelsey. I think they could shut down Kelsey. It's the players have to step up and do the jobs there. It's all about executing. But I do think that now of course you're not going to dial up pressure on Mahomes like we did against Phillip Rivers last weekend, because Phillip Rivers is not as mobile as Mahomes, and you're not going to dial up that type of pressure on Mahomes. He's just going to roll out and he's just going to throw it, and you're not going to catch Mahomes out of the pocket. I mean, we have a few little type bad like Derek Rivers. I imagine is not going to play this weekend. And, our fans guys really aren't really in. So I don't know. You might catch Mahomes a few times, but even if you do, you cannot go in on that type of blitz. Now, um, it's going to be interesting to see what the Patriots do this time to shut down Mahomes. Now, not dealing with Kareem Hunt is a big deal, but I would not sleep on Damian Williams. He's a pretty good running back. He still can fill it effectively. Kansas City loves to use running back just like how New England loves to use theirs. Um, yeah, Damian Williams could still have a big day, and you have to shut him down. I don't think he'll be as, of course, he won't be as tough as shutting down Kareem Hunt, but you have to try to shut him down. Um, Tom Brady has to be Tom Brady. He has to be good, and the key factors in this game for the Patriots, the key playmakers, Gronk has to be Gronk. Even if he's not catching balls, he has to be a decoy. He has to block well on the run. And Chris Hogan, I would like Chris Hogan to see a lot of Chris Hogan and Dorsett and J.C. Jackson, because J.C. Jackson might have to cover Tyreek Hill. Or he might get stuck covering him on some of these plays this weekend. So we'll see how that fares. J.C. Jackson only allowed one catch last weekend. He's been really dynamite this season, filling in for Malcolm Butler last season. Yeah, he's been one of my favorite corners to watch, of course. But we'll see. Now Jason McCourty is gonna have to really step up this game because he's not a fast corner like J.C. Jackson Gilmore. He's not a man cover type of guy. Jason McCourty is more of a zone type of guy, and he's really gonna have to step up because I don't think the Patriots are gonna play more zone. They might play Jones a lot more over him. I don't know. That's I'm not. I don't think Jason McCourty have a bad game. I do think that Mahomes will target at Jason McCourty because who wouldn't? Maybe he won't because he's still not that experienced. But if he's watching film and he knows that's the guy because you wouldn't want to go into the game and targeting the Patriots' best two corners on the first drive. At first, you're gonna target their weak link, and McCourty, he's definitely been the weak link so far in the Patriots. Even though he didn't play too well in game, but he did give up like 100 yards, I believe. Um, so, uh, yeah, he wasn't too great against the Chargers. Again, he's a zone guy. He's not a man cover guy. I don't expect the Patriots to use him a lot against the fast guys because he's not fast. He's a great zone guy. He's not a man cover guy. I'd be very mad if Bill Belichick or Flores puts him on the good guys. I wouldn't even want to see the I wouldn't even want to see McCourty or Watkins. That's what I would want to see Jonathan Jones in those situations. But if he's doing good, then I guess hey, it's working. But I would not like to see McCourty in that situation. I would like to see him in on the zone plays, and because this is Mahomes can slice you up. Anyway, the code may help because Mahomes isn't used to throwing in the code. I can't. I'm not gonna say he can't throw in the code. He's not used to throwing in the code, and that may benefit in our favor. But I do not want to see Jason McCourty guard Sammy Watkins or Sammy Watkins is a little slower than how he used to be, so that's a little more acceptable. But this Kansas City offense is very explosive, and they will do sweeps and little rub routes and good play designs. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the Patriots fight on defense. Defense have been holding up, so far. And I think the Patriots defense though can surprise some people this weekend. Crazy enough how that sounds to some people, most people. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I think that the Patriots can surprise some people this weekend. I think I'm going to give my score prediction. You like it or not, 33-30. Patriots win by a field goal. Like I said, I think it's going to be closer. Now, what really is going to be interesting, and I know some Patriots fans I hear them like a field goal. It may happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. It may happen a field goal or it may be a possession. We may win by a possession, literally a touchdown or a field goal. The weather is gonna play a big factor into this game, in my opinion, and we'll see what happens. You know, I can't really. We'll see what happens. I'm very confident, and man, we suck, man. Honestly, bye, man. I'll probably do a recap of the game. Even if we lose, I'll probably do a recap of it. Um, but you know, and I'll just talk about the Super Bowl and talk about the other championship game. The Saints and the Rams. Peace out, man.